Hello friends, welcome to yet another interesting informative video on your partner, relationship, marriage or partnership or spouse. Alright, look at your Darakaraka. Darakaraka is the planet which is at the lowest degrees in your horoscope, which signifies your partner. And if you don't know what is Atmakaraka, Atmakaraka is the planet at the highest degrees, which signifies your soul purpose, which signifies the native in a way, and their soul purpose. Alright, so that is Atmakaraka. It is the significator of your soul, while Darakaraka is exactly almost the opposite. It signifies your partner, your other half, alright, or your soulmate in this life. That is Darakaraka, your spouse. It is at the lowest degrees in your birth chart. You should look at its position placement in the birth chart, D1 chart or Lagna chart. But it is also very important to look at the position of the Darakaraka planet in your D9 chart, Navamsha, the chart of fortune. How will you have access to Navamsha? You can download any app, mobile app on your cell phone, AstroSage app, etc. And you will get access to Navamsha, or you can use any software on the PC. So, Darakaraka, how it is placed in your D9, Navamsha, the chart of fortune, that's very relevant. It will enable you to know your partner in greater details. You'll be able to have an in-depth understanding about, understanding of your partner's nature, character, personality. If you look at the position of Darakaraka in D9, today's video we will discuss what results you will get when Darakaraka is placed in all 12 zodiac signs in the D9 or Navamsha chart. Kindly mind it that this is Darakaraka, the planet at the lowest degrees from your birth chart. That particular planet in the D1 chart, which is at the lowest degrees. In which zodiac sign that planet is placed in the D9. Alright, so before I move on to the discussion, quickly have a look at the sample chart. Okay friends, this is a sample chart. So this is the chart of a native who is a Leo ascendant. Alright, so you have to find out which planet is the Darakaraka in the Lagna chart, D1 chart. So in this chart, the Darakaraka for this particular native is Jupiter. Alright, Jupiter is retrograde in the sign of Aries in the 9th house of the chart. So Jupiter is the Darakaraka for this particular native who is a Leo ascendant. Alright, so you have to find out in the Lagna chart. You can see Jupiter is in Aries, but today's topic is about Darakaraka in a certain zodiac sign in the D9 chart. So this is the Lagna chart. You have to go to the D9 chart, Navamsha chart. Okay, this is the Lagna chart. This is the D1. You have to go to the Navamsha chart. Okay, in the Navamsha chart you have to find out Jupiter is in which zodiac sign. Okay, here it is placed in Aries. Then in which zodiac sign it is placed in the Navamsha chart. That is very important. And that is the topic of today's discussion. Okay, let's get started. Okay friends, what will happen if Darakaraka planet is in the sign of Aries? Alright, in your D9 chart or Navamsha chart, the chart of fortune. That means your partner, will give a lot of importance to their, well-being. I mean, they will definitely have a sense of self-respect, and they will have a strong personality. Okay, they'll have a very, they'll be focused on their own self, on their growth, development. Alright, so yeah, they can be even ambitious, creative, knowledgeable. Now, Darakaraka planet is in the sign of Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars. So find out how Mars is placed in your horoscope. If Mars is more or less well placed, then definitely you will get good results. Alright? So that is important. You should look at the dispositor planet. Then definitely they will be disciplined also, structured, methodical. They'll be committed and loyal to you. Alright? But if Mars is not in good dignity, then at times there may be conflicts, ego clashes with you. Okay? So it's very important to look at how Mars is placed in the horoscope. Now in D9 and also in D1. Okay? So definitely they will have a high sense of self-esteem, and mutual respect is very important in the relationship. So this relationship will be successful if there is mutual respect, if there is commitment and loyalty. That's very important. And passionate connection is important. Your partner also can be, passionately involved with you in this relationship. Alright? Romantically involved with you. And they may look for new experiences with you. Okay, all kinds of experiences with you. And they will always want new experiences. And so it's very important to also take initiative in the relationship. Your partner also will take initiative. Alright, it's possible. So passionate connection is important. The physicality or the physical aspect of the relationship will be important if the Darakaraka planet is in Aries in the D9 chart. Alright, a healthy intimate life will always improve or will always help you to maintain a good relationship with your partner. But if Mars is not well placed, your partner may get restless. They may be impatient, impulsive, and they may impulsively make decisions for which they may have to repent later on. There could be lack of stability or even discipline and structure in their lives if Mars is not well placed. Alright, so it's very important to look at how the dispositor Mars is placed. So all these things, if Darakaraka is in the sign of Aries, alright, they'll be knowledgeable. Aries belongs to the Dharma trine. So they'll be knowledgeable, they can be creative, knowledge seekers. They can also have intuitive powers. They will prosper in life if they make efforts to, gain knowledge, and if they also maybe enhance their creative skills. So by dint of their creativity or knowledge, they will definitely be able to, prosper in life. And they also need to at the same time remain structured also. It's very important for them to be disciplined as well. Now let's move on to what will happen when Darakaraka planet will be in the sign of Taurus. If it is in the sign of Taurus in your D9 chart, Navamsha chart, then definitely this is pointing towards a very sensual partner who is looking for sensual pleasures in the relationship. So healthy sensual connection with partner is very important. Alright, so they can also be intuitive, very intuitive. They can be seekers of luxury, comfort. They can also be people who are goal oriented, structured, methodical, but they can be people who are very grounded and practical at the same time. Alright, they will rely on their own hard work, on their own analytical powers. They will fall back on their own knowledge and resources. Now, by dint of their hard work, they can chase goals in life and become successful over time. They can amass resources for themselves over time. Yes, they can be materialistic, very goal-oriented in life, very focused in life. If they set a goal for themselves, any sort of goal, whether it's career goal, relationship goal, any sort of life goal, if they have, set a goal, if they, they will go on chasing it with great focus. So with single-minded determination and focus. So that's the nature of your partner. If Darakaraka is in Taurus in your D9 or Navamsha chart. Now friends, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So if Venus is more or less well placed in your D9 and D1, then definitely you can get such results. So you should look at the dispositor, how the dispositor Venus is placed. That's very important. Alright? Yeah, they can also be artistic, creative. They can have knowledge, intuitive powers, definitely. Alright? So they can also definitely be creative, because it is after all Venus. So all these qualities they can have. They may have any sort of artistic abilities. They may be connected, because Venus, we know, Taurus is Earth sign also, and it is connected to Venus. Even Moon exalts in Taurus, so they may be connected even to real estate. It's possible. They can be connected to the finance sector. Alright? So yeah, all these things we can say. Any work which involves calculation, okay, which involves logical reasoning, which involves even analytical skills and powers, or even the use of intuition, they will succeed in all such work, because Darakaraka is in Taurus. They're looking for a committed relationship with you. Alright, so after you're in a committed relationship with your partner, it's very important to live up to that commitment. It's very important to be serious about each other and to be devoted, faithful or loyal to each other. Only then this relationship will last. Okay, so all these things. Now, Taurus we know is part of the Earth trine, the trine of material pursuits. So I've already mentioned they can be materialistic, and they can be people who believe in their own efforts, and by dint of their hard work they want to amass wealth and resources. Alright, now let's move on to the next sign. What will happen when the Darakaraka planet, if it will be in the sign of Gemini in your D9 chart of fortune, Navamsha chart? That means find out how Mercury is placed in the D9 and D1. If it is more or less well placed, your partner can be somebody who's very friendly, who believes in friendship, who believes in sharing jokes with you, laughing their heart out with you, and who believes in, making you laugh, because they have a very good sense of humor. So they will believe in friendliness. They'll believe in sharing their interests, hobbies with you. They will love to travel with you if Mercury is more or less well placed. All these results you will get if Darakaraka planet is in Gemini in D9 chart. After marriage, or after you're in a committed relationship, both of you can undertake travel. If you undertake travel to different places, your relationship will always improve. You also need to share hobbies, interests, chase common goals. You should have couple goals, and you should, collaborate with each other, cooperate with each other, and chase those goals. Always cooperate and collaborate with each other. That will improve your relationship. Alright? Because your partner can also have a very intellectual and cerebral approach to relationship. They look upon you as a friend, as a partner in everything they do. So if you do not support them accordingly, then it may unsettle them, and they may also withdraw their support. So you always have to be there, available as a friend. Alright? As a partner, always you have to be there by their side. Then only this relationship will last. Alright? Your partner can be very intelligent. They can have intellectual capabilities, all these good qualities if Mercury is well placed. Alright, there can be intellectual discussions between both of you. Whenever you share ideas, thoughts, your relationship can improve for the better. Alright, it can improve. And so even during intimate moments, your partner may like to, discuss certain thoughts, ideas with you, or they may also take recourse to even role playing during intimate moments, all these things. So and they can have great business acumen. They can do very good at business. They can also be manipulative at times. They can have a duality of character. If their Karaka is in Gemini, at times you may feel it's very difficult to define them, understand them. Alright, because they are dual by nature. So all these things. And so your partner will do well if they go on making efforts. Again, Gemini is part of the karma trine, the trine of desires. So they can also be very ambitious in life. They may have a lot of desires, expectations, wishes pertaining to this relationship with you. And they may want to fulfill all those desires after they're in a relationship or committed relation with you. Alright. So all these things, if Darakaraka is in Gemini, any work, any profession which involves research, investigation, the use of intellect, intellectual capabilities, that sort of work, even which requires travel, so they can benefit from that. Even from commission business, from, if they're working for an agency, then also they can prosper. They can benefit from their network, social network also. They can have great networking skills. Maybe your partner may belong to your neighborhood. There is a possibility, though we are looking at Darakaraka in D9. So nevertheless, maybe you met your partner on social media, so that is also possible, or they may be part of your friend circle. Now let's move on to what will happen when the Darakaraka planet will be in the sign of Cancer in your D9 chart, Navamsha chart. Cancer, it's a beautiful sign ruled by Moon. Alright, so if Moon is well placed, it will be a wonderful relationship based on transparency, trust, great sensual connection, alright, intuitive connection, even a spiritual bond with each other, if Moon is well placed. Alright, so your partner will be a very homely person, home oriented. They can also be very much attached to their homeland or mother. It's possible. They will be a very family oriented person. It's possible. Now, they are looking for a deep rooted emotional connection with you. Alright, even as I mentioned, sensual connection. Also, if Moon is well placed, this relationship can be based on even, mutual sacrifice. That is because, Cancer is part of Moksha trine. So they will, even sacrifice their own joy, their own comfort for your sake. Alright, and they may even expect that eventually, or they might expect that also, but they will always like to be on the giving side also. Right, but sometimes they may also expect something from you. So if you also reciprocate, that will be a wonderful connection. Right, because nothing which is totally one-sided can last. Alright, they may not right away expect anything back, because after all, Cancer ruled by moon, again depends on what sort of zodiac sign moon is placed, and how the dispositor moon is placed, depends on that. So if it is in water signs, they will not hesitate to even sacrifice their own comfort and pleasure for your sake, and they may not even expect much in return. But in earth signs, they may believe in give and take. It's possible if it is in earth signs, because in earth signs what happens, if moon is an earth sign, the person tends to become practical. All right, so like that, you have to look at moon's dignity. All right, but again, if moon is in Scorpio, it's believed to be a little debilitated. Why? Because weak, because a person tends to overthink. All right, so again, overthinking also regarding relationship matters, even regarding certain issues, be getting over analytical or even over suspicious. That is also not good for the relationship. Okay, so just look at how moon is placed. So if Darakaraka is in Cancer, if you travel with your partner, if your partner undertakes travel with you to different places, it will improve your relationship. Okay, yeah, all these things. And what else? It's in Cancer, so it is always important that you will always actually if moon is well placed, you will find out that your partner is somebody who will always love to provide you with nourishment, care. They'll be concerned about you genuinely. All right, so yeah, motherly affection and all. So yeah, all these things, they can be very intuitive. They can do well in any field of in-depth even research and in-depth study, investigation, any field. They can do well in that. They can be knowledgeable. Their work may be connected to travel. All right, so they can be great healers, occultists, even psychologists, counselors. So all these things we can see. They can also be into real estate and all that. Now let's move on to what will happen when the Darakaraka planet, if it will be in the sign of Leo, what will happen? Leo in your D9 or Navamsha chart. That means your person is somebody who believes in spiritual connection with you. All right, they always want that this relationship with you should be based on true love, nothing else. For them, romantic connection is very important. They can also believe in friendship, being playful with you. They may like to share their hobbies and interests with you. All these things will happen if Sun is in good dignity in your D9 and D1, because Sun is the planet which rules the sign of Leo. Okay, so look at the dignity of Sun. Yeah, so all these things we can say. They will also, they may also be knowledgeable. They may give a lot of emphasis to education, to acquiring knowledge or skills. They can have creativity. It's possible. They can be cheerful, jovial. They can be friendly, playful. They can be forgiving, generous, because Leo is a royal sign. Okay, so they may like to be the provider also in the relationship. Yeah, but if Sun is not so well placed, there may be ego clashes with the partner. Okay, so all these things can happen. They can be a little dominating or rigid about their own principles, because after all, Leo is an earth sign. So this relationship should be based on commitment and loyalty is very important. Then only if the Darakaraka is in Leo, then only the relationship will last. Alright, So your person, after entering into this committed relationship with you, eventually they may get social recognition also for their work. That's possible, right? So they may bring even good fortune, good luck into your life. That's also possible if sun is well placed in the horoscope. They will do well if they move towards gaining knowledge, creativity. Also, if they make use of their intuition, they will do well in life. All these things we can say. They can be very good at counseling. They can be an entrepreneur also. They can work independently. So very good at being a consultant and so on. So yeah, or any work which is connected with creativity, making use of creative skills or knowledge. Now let's move on to what will happen when Darakaraka planet, when it'll be in the sign of Virgo in your D9 or Navamsha chart. Darakaraka in the sign of Virgo. Alright, that means if your partner is connected to your work or workplace, it's going to be a wonderful connection with them. Alright, they may be very particular about health matters. Okay, so they may be someone who's, very particular about their health, very health conscious. Again, if Mercury is more or less well placed, they'll be very detail oriented. They can be very structured, methodical, alright, analytical, grounded, practical. So they can be hardworking, materialistic, and they will actually, want to amass resources in life by dint of their own hard work and efforts. So Virgo, no? Mercury, how it is placed, you should find out. They will, more than talking, they will believe in their work, hard work. That is a typical trait of a Virgo person. Alright, they believe in results, not in, talking too much before doing anything. They don't believe in doing that. They believe in working hard in silence. They can have great analytical powers. Alright, they can have great powers of analysis. So they can do well in technology, research, investigation also. They can also be great in the field of occult, healing. In the service sector, they can do very well. Any sort of service sector. Because they believe in being disciplined, structured. So 9-to-5 job can work for them well. They could be in the legal sector, the field of law. They could be into healthcare industry. That's also possible. Or technology, as I mentioned. So yeah, all these things about your partner. So if Mercury is well placed, they have this desire even, or ability rather, to serve others. So if your partner, if Mercury is well placed, depends on how it is placed, and they may also like to serve you. Serve you means help you whenever you're in need of their help. They want to be of service to people. Now, again, if Mercury is not well placed, there can be conflicts with the partner. These conflicts can, make the relationship bitter. So that the two people, they may not enjoy each other's company anymore. Because whenever they get together, they quarrel. And that can distance them eventually. So that is not a good sign. At times you may feel your partner is over analytical about things, over meticulous about things. Again, that will happen if Mercury is not so well placed. And because they are so very analytical, they can be very argumentative as well. And so the frequent quarrels, fights can happen. They are not at all good for the longevity of the relationship. Alright? So these are the negative sides of Virgo. So Darakaraka is in Virgo. See to it that you can avoid conflicts with your partner, because it's very difficult to win an argument with them. They know how to argue. If Mercury is well placed, they will have great argumentative powers. But say if Mercury is with the Rahu, they will have great argumentative powers. But they will also always have the tendency to quarrel with you, to find faults with you. And that will, lead to fights, and which will make the relationship suffer. So that's what. Okay. So all these things you can say. If Darakaraka is in Virgo, your partner will do well in life if they remain grounded, practical, if they maintain this desire to serve you or to help you in your day-to-day work, or somehow if you are also assisting them in their day-to-day work, or if both of you are assisting or helping each other in your day-to-day work, your relationship will improve. So if they do routine things in the relationship, if they maintain routine sex life with you, then also the relationship will be maintained. So all these things, when the Darakaraka planet is in Virgo, they may be a perfectionist also. So they may tend to analyze everything deeply. So because they want to attain perfection in everything. Alright. So that's possible. Now let's move on to what will happen when the Darakaraka planet is in the sign of Libra in your Navamsha chart, D9 chart, chart of fortune. If the Darakaraka planet is in the sign of Libra, that means it signals a healthy partnership with your spouse or soulmate. Again, Libra is ruled by Venus. Find out how Venus is placed in your horoscope. If it is more or less well placed, you will get good results. There will be great sexual attraction also in the relationship. You will be partners in everything, in almost everything you do. And your partner may belong to some foreign culture, foreign land, or your partner may travel to some foreign land with you after you're in a committed relationship with them. Traveling together to foreign places, being friends with each other, sharing secrets with each other, having fun with each other. All that will improve the relationship. When the Darakaraka planet is in Libra, your partner will always believe in maintaining harmony and balance in everything they do. So they will always want to maintain a harmonious and balanced relationship also with you. Alright, so they believe in maintaining harmonious balance in everything in life actually. If Venus is well placed, they will also be people, but they'll also be somebody who will believe in social interactions, community life. They may at times be so much involved in thinking about society and community that they may even forget their own ambition or goal at times. So you'll have to keep reminding them, because Libra people, they are a social person. They are, very good at interacting with people, at helping out people in the community. So it's very good if they do some business, because in business you need to help out people and deal with your people and customers. If you can deal with them well, you'll do well in your business. So you should do some business, trading. So they could be in the field of law. It's possible. Counseling. All these professions are very suitable for them. They could be into liaison. They could be a middleman or broker in deals. So they will be a people person. Like they will be good at dealing with, interacting with people. They can have business acumen, intelligence, because after all, Libra is an air sign connected to the intellect. All these things we can say. So friends, basically this relationship will work with your partner if it is based on true partnership, companionship, always there for each other. As friends, as partners, always there. Okay, traveling together, chasing common goals, and so on. Now let's move on to what will happen when the Darakaraka planet, when it's going to be in the sign of Scorpio in your Navamsha chart or D9 chart of fortune, if it's in the sign of Scorpio. Well, Scorpio is a very mysterious sign. Your person may be, mysterious, secretive. At times you may feel that, you may wonder what is their true nature. It's possible because they are also very good at, analyzing. They're good at analyzing things. They can go to the depth of things. And, their sense of intuition will always guide them to go to the bottom, to go to the core of things, and to, analyze things. So that capability they have. They can also be intuitive, creative. Alright? They want a deep-rooted emotional connection with you. They want a heart connection with you. Why? Because Scorpio is connected not just to Mars, but to Ketu, the south node of the moon. Ketu does not have a head, it only has the heart. It has the body. So, without the head is the Rahu. So, Ketu does not have a head, so they cannot think. They can only feel. They have a heart with which they can feel, they can sense. So great intuition can be there. Alright? So they analyze things with the help of their intuition, actually. Alright? So more than logic and reasoning, they make use of their intuition. So they can be great healers, occultists, psychologists, researchers, investigators. Any field of research investigation also is good. Technology. If your Darakaraka is in Scorpio. This relationship will work if there is great sexual relationship with your partner. And if your partner belongs to some exotic foreign land, it's going to be good for the relationship. If your partner is someone who's into spiritual practices or is someone who's spiritual by nature, if they have a deep-rooted spiritual connection with you, it's going to be good. Because Scorpio is part of the moksha trine, the trine of, sacrifice, liberation. So, they may get into spiritual practices. They may have a desire eventually to sacrifice their own comfort and luxury for your sake. They have the power to sacrifice things for you. Alright? So all these things. So they will have the power. If Scorpio, now if Mars is well placed, find out how Ketu and even Pluto are placed. So if they're more or less well placed, they will have this capability of sacrificing whatever they have for your sake, because they love you selflessly. Alright? This relationship will work if there is serious commitment, transparency. Then this relationship will work. If there is lack of transparency, lack of trust, then You may even get separated from your partner, or they might get separated from you. Trust is very important in the relationship. Alright? Loyalty, intense, passionate connection is important. Your partner's life may undergo some transformation after they're in a committed relationship with you. Their life may undergo some huge transformation. It's possible. Alright? Or maybe they may have to face certain challenges. But if they face those challenges with the help of their knowledge, intuition, they can also emerge stronger as a result of that transformation. Yeah, all these things. Now let's move on to what will happen when Darakaraka planet, when it's going to be in the sign of Sagittarius in your Navamsha chart, D9 chart, or chart of fortune. Your partner may belong to some foreign culture. Alright? Your partner may be fond of traveling. Traveling with your partner will always improve your relationship. Your partner can be very knowledgeable. They may be a great seeker of knowledge. They may be very adventurous, optimistic, explorative by nature. They want to explore the world. They want to travel the world. Alright? So, Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter. Find out how Jupiter is placed in your D9 and D1. If it is more or less well placed, your partner will be knowledgeable. You can turn to them for guidance, counsel, support. Your partner may bring good luck, good fortune into your life. Your partner also can attain prosperity in life. After they enter into a relationship with you, they can gain prosperity, growth, expansion. In life, it's possible. Your partner may be a very good counselor. They can be good at healing, also counseling, teaching. They can be an independent counselor. They can also do well in the field of law, for that matter. They can have great managerial capabilities as well. Now, if your partner is from a foreign culture, a foreign land, it's good for the relationship. Your partner will be somebody who believes in being religious or religiously devoted to you in the relationship. If Jupiter is well placed, they will never compromise on their moral principles for their gains. They will believe in maintaining a true romantic and spiritual connection with you. So, mutual respect is also very important in the relationship. Alright? Because your partner, they can have a high sense of self-esteem. Okay? So yeah, all these things if Darakaraka is in Sagittarius. Now let's move on to what will happen if Darakaraka is in Capricorn in your Navamsha chart or D9, the chart of fortune. If it is in Capricorn, find out how Saturn is placed. If it is not so well placed, your partner may be dominating, controlling in the relationship. There will be a problematic power play in the relationship wherein they will try to dominate you, dictate to you as to what you should do. And you might find it suffocating to deal with them, which is negative for the relationship and which may also make both the parties move away from each other and distance may set in. If especially one of the partners, in this case your partner, if they're trying to control or dominate you. But if Saturn is well placed in D9 and D1, your partner will have responsibility towards you. They will love to be the provider in the relationship. They will take care of you. They will set long-term goals with you. They will see to it that this relationship is based on real commitment. Commitment is very important. They will also be hardworking. They can focus on their career. Their career may be very important for their identity in life. So they may be a workaholic if Saturn is well placed. They can be grounded, practical. They will make use of their own sense of logic, reasoning. They will also be people who are conscious of their social reputation, social image, public image. It's possible. They may also be people who want to gain power, authority because of their work in life also. So yeah, all these things. If Darakaraka is in Capricorn, nevertheless they will be, look at this symbol of the Capricorn sign. It's a sea goat, which half remains, partly remains in water and partly on land. So they are very intuitive and hardworking at the same time. On the one hand intuitive, on the other hand grounded and hardworking. So they are very good planners, organizers. Alright. If Darakaraka is in Capricorn. Alright. So yeah. Anything else? So yeah, your partner will also be somebody who will set long-term goals in the relationship. If Saturn is well placed, they'll be accountable to you, committed to you. They will believe in treating you with a sense of justice. They will believe in fairness and justice in life. Now let's move on. Let's move on to what will happen when Darakaraka planet, when it's going to be in the sign of Aquarius in your Navamsha chart, D9 chart. If Darakaraka is in Aquarius, that means your partner can be very ambitious. Aquarius is part of Kama trine, the trine of desires, ambition, wishes. They have a lot of desires pertaining to this relationship with you. They want to fulfill all those goals and desires, wishes after they enter into a committed relationship with you. They may belong to your social network or social media network, but your partner can have great social connections. They can have great networking skills. It's possible. So your partner will be again very intelligent. Aquarius is air sign. Very good at research, investigation, technology, science and technology. Very good at healing, even psychology. So all these things we can say. They may belong to some foreign culture, or your partner may be unconventional by nature. They may not believe in conventional norms that are laid down to us by, tradition. So conventional societal norms, rules, regulations, they may not believe in them. They may just believe in their own logical reasoning ability. That's it. They believe in their intellect, nothing else. So yeah. So if Saturn is well placed, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. It's also co-ruled by Rahu, north node of the moon. If they are well placed, even connected to Uranus and Western astrology, find out how these planets are placed. Saturn, Rahu, Uranus. More or less well placed, your partner will be exceptionally brilliant, intelligent, someone with great intellectual capabilities. Alright. They will excel in any field of knowledge, research, investigation, even technology. So yeah, even occult. But if Saturn or Rahu not so well placed, then they may chase targets which are unrealistic. So they may chase certain goals and targets which they may never be able to fulfill in this life, because they are actually not realistic. They're living in a make-believe world of fantasy, and they are chasing certain goals without proper planning. So that also can happen if Darakaraka is in Aquarius. It's very important to look at the dignity of Saturn, Rahu, Uranus also in the chart. Now let's move on to what will happen. One more thing I forgot to mention. This relationship will last if there is great friendship with your partner. Your partner will give a lot of importance to their sense of individuality and freedom. They want their space also at times. But at times they want you to be their partner, their friend, their companion in everything. So when they seek your cooperation, collaboration, friendship, you have to come forward. Because when Darakaraka is in Aquarius, this relationship will last only if there is true friendship, companionship. Alright? Then definitely this relationship will be successful. Yeah. A relationship based on give and take, healthy give and take, friendship, intellectual discussions will stimulate your conversations, and your conversations which will involve sharing ideas and thoughts. Those conversations can bring you closer together. Your partner can have a cerebral, intellectual approach to relationship. They will believe in give and take because they are so practical about everything. So even when it comes to relationship, they will be the same. And rigid also, mind you, if it is Aquarius, because Aquarius is fixed air. So if you're not cooperating with them, they can also withdraw their support and turn away and never look back. God forbid. So because they don't connect with you actually with their heart in this with respect to this position. You definitely have to look at various other things, which planets are aspecting Darakaraka and all. But if it is in Aquarius, then they are connecting with you on the basis of their head. They're looking at this relationship also from a very logical, practical standpoint, very cerebral approach. So you should always, remember that it's important to be their friend, to support them. And then they will also reciprocate and be your friend in turn and even support you to achieve your goals. So helping each other to achieve your goals, very important. If Darakaraka is in Aquarius. Now finally, before moving to the final placement, your partner will excel in any field of research, investigation, technology I mentioned. So they will do well if they make use of their intellectual capabilities. Final placement. What will happen if the Darakaraka planet is placed in the sign of Pisces in your D9 Navamsha chart, the chart of fortune? Pisces. Your partner, again, if Jupiter is well placed, also find out how Neptune is placed as per Western astrology. So you find out how Jupiter is placed in the chart primarily. If it is well placed, your partner will be knowledgeable. They'll believe in forgiveness. They'll be kind-hearted, merciful, compassionate towards you. They'll be forgiving. They'll be generous. They'll believe in letting go of your shortcomings, follies. They will look at the bigger picture. They will never sit down and analyze things meticulously regarding relationship or even regarding things pertaining to life. They always believe in looking at the bigger picture because after all it's Jupiter. They believe in knowledge, wisdom. Pisces is part of the Moksha trine. So this relationship will work if your partner is forgiving, generous, if they surrender to you in a way. Alright? If they are compassionate towards you, then this relationship will last. Again, if Jupiter is not so well placed, you may feel that your partner is a little lost. They will think so much about helping others. They'll be so much, into what others are thinking about them. They're focusing so much on others that they're not able to focus on themselves. This can happen. They're weighed down by the expectations that others have from them. Alright? And they may at times feel that they are lost. They have lost a sense of direction in life. So they may lack a proper sense of direction. They may lack clarity also. That also can happen if Jupiter is not well placed. They may live in their own world of illusion and ideas and have no clue how to fulfill their dreams. They may isolate themselves all the time and they may not know what they actually want in life. Confused, it's possible. But if Jupiter is well placed, they will have clarity, they'll have great healing abilities, maybe they'll have great intuition, creativity, even knowledge. Jupiter is well placed, they can have either knowledge or creativity, creative skills, or great power of intuition. And by dint of their knowledge or creativity or intuition, they'll be able to do well in their career also. Whatever be their field of work. They can also have the power to go to the depth of things and analyze things. Do research, investigation also. If Darakaraka is in Pisces. So any field of investigation, research, healing, coding, language, even technology, investments. They can do very well in investments. If their work is connected with investments, to the investment sector, they'll do very well. After you're in a committed relationship with them, both of you may settle down. Your partner, here it's seen that your partner can move to a foreign land. So if both of you settle down in a foreign land, after you're in a committed relationship, it will improve your relationship. Or your partner may belong to some foreign culture or different geographical region. If Darakaraka is in Pisces, but they may also have a certain duality of character. Duality, very mysterious, secretive, at times secluded from others, loving, people who love isolation, seclusion also, mysterious, secretive. They have a world of, they live in a world of imagination and dreams and fantasies also. It's very difficult to understand their true nature also. So they give a lot of importance to the sort of intimate relationship that they have with you. They're a very private person, it's possible. They may not like to share everything with others regarding their personal life. So they will believe in maintaining that privacy regarding their relationship with you. Alright, so great sexual compatibility in the relationship is also important for the relationship to be successful. And eventually, if you go on, if your partner is again somebody who is ready to forgive you, who's ready to accept you also as you are, then eventually they will also be somebody you will realize that they have spiritual, like by nature. I mean, certain qualities they may have, forgiveness, large-heartedness, generosity, acceptance. So you may feel that they are somebody who's very spiritual. It's also possible. So all these things, if Jupiter is well placed, nevertheless they are looking for a deep-rooted, intimate connection with you. They're looking for transparency in the relationship, mutual trust. Trust is very important. If there are trust issues, then even the two people, they may get distanced from each other. Alright. So friends, that was my take on what will happen when Darakaraka is in all these signs. And again, if it's in Pisces, I think I mentioned, they can be creative, intuitive and knowledgeable. Alright. If Darakaraka is in Pisces. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. If you want personal consultation, you can WhatsApp me. Details are there in the video description. Before I wind up, a gentle reminder. Do some charity, friends. Be kind, compassionate to people in old age homes and orphanages. Donate vegetarian food to them. Alright. So, and be kind to animals also, birds, and be a vegetarian yourself. Alright, do not forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.